In Hindi and Sanskrit, the word for human is Manusya. If we break that down to its literal origin, it translates to the offspring of Manu. But Manu is not a single historical man. It's a cosmic office, a title granted to the supreme architect of humanity for a specific epoch. If we look at the standard linear timeline representing Western history, time moves straight from a single point of creation. But in Hindu cosmology, that line shatters, looping into manvantaras, massive cycles lasting over 300 million years. Zooming out further on this circular track, we see a kalpa, one full day of the creator god Brahma. That single day requires 14 sequential Manus to rule over their respective eras. We focus on the first and the seventh. To understand our own existence within this massive scale, we have to examine the first Manu who built human civilization from nothing, and the seventh Manu who saved it from total annihilation. The very first Genesis begins with Swayambhuva Manu. At the beginning of the cycle, the creator god Brahma split his own cosmic form into a male half, Swayambhuva Manu, and a female half, Shatarupa. Swayambhuva was tasked with carving a social order out of the primordial cosmic chaos, organizing the first scattered groups of humans into a coherent civilization. He provided early humanity with a foundational blueprint known as the Manusmriti. It outlined a comprehensive system of laws, justice, and social structure so that early society could actually function. This legal and social framework provided the security necessary for early lineages to move beyond survival and into philosophy. Within this structure, the lineage of Manu's daughter Devahuti produced Kapila, the sage who developed Sankhya, one of the earliest rigorous attempts to categorize the nature of reality itself. The family's spiritual discipline was equally intense.
His grandson Dhruva practiced extreme devotion and total isolation. According to the texts, that meditation earned him a permanent, unmoving place in the night sky as the North Star. Swayambhuva gave mankind the philosophies, laws, and boundaries that separated a functioning civilization from pure wilderness. Fast forward hundreds of millions of years in cosmic time to the seventh Manvantara. The architect taking the office is Vaivasvata Manu, the son of the sun god Surya. While washing his hands in a river one day, Vaivasvata discovered a tiny fish. The creature spoke, begging the king for protection from the larger predators in the water. He placed the fish in a small bowl, but by the next morning it had completely outgrown it. He moved it to a well, then a river, and eventually the creature grew so massive it required the open ocean. This exponential growth revealed the fish's true identity. It was the Matsya Avatar, Lord Vishnu in physical form, arriving to deliver a terrifying prophecy. A pralaya, or great flood, was imminent. Vaivasvata immediately began constructing a massive ark. He gathered the Sapta Rishis, the 7 great sages, along with the seeds of all living plants and animals, to secure the biodiversity of the planet. The deluge arrived exactly as prophesied. A catastrophic surge of water wiped out the known world, violently crashing over the highest landmasses. To survive, Vaivasvata tied his massive wooden ark to the single glowing golden horn of the Matsya Avatar, allowing the deity to pull them through the churning darkness and weather the cosmic storm. Vaivasvata's role shifted from a witness to the end of an era into the steward of the next. By protecting the sages and seeds, he ensured that the achievements of past millennia were not erased by the water. When the floodwaters finally receded, Vaivasvata Manu and his ark were stranded atop the peaks of the Himalayas, looking out over a dead, empty world. He immediately performed a divine sacrifice. Through this ritual, he generated the first post-flood generations to repopulate the earth. This family tree illustrates what happened next. Vaivasvata had a daughter, Ila, and a son, Ikshvaku, founding the lunar and solar dynasties. Following the solar dynasty branch down through history, we find the lineage that births Lord Rama. According to this cosmology, we are currently living inside the 7th Manvantara. That means every human alive today is a direct descendant of Vaivasvata's resilience after the flood. The universe operates on terrifying, uncontrollable cycles of destruction. Yet humanity's defining characteristic across these millions of years is our capacity to survive the floodwaters and build the world all over again.